Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? You are welcome to Solo English again. We are still working in didactics, and there are other questions and other points to tackle in didactics. You are welcome to Solo English again, and I will give another question now. So, as you see, you are preparing for your exam, and I hope you will succeed and you will prepare well. And this is the following questions. Now we have this question is a teacher. This is in the classroom now. We are when the teacher is working in the classroom. A teacher gave a lesson, but the students' motivation was low. Meaning students didn't participate well, maybe because of the lesson, maybe of the teacher, maybe because of the students themselves. We don't know the reason. They didn't participate. Teacher intends to use motivation, intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. You know, motivation is part of classroom management. So when you motivate students to work, you do something in the classroom. So give 4 examples to raise students' motivation. So we have 2 intrinsic and 2 extrinsic motivation. For example, there are many. Now this is one. If you say you will feel happy if you get high mark. And you know, when the student in the classroom gets 16, 17, 18 in his subject, he feels intrinsically, he feels happy, he feels he finds it enjoyable. So this is intrinsic motivation. Another one, more learning can make you excellent. So excellency, or when you are better in the classroom, this is 2 examples of intrinsic motivation. Concerning extrinsic motivation, your parents will benefit from your success. So this is external motivation. This student works for the benefit of his parents, you know, in front of the families, society, group of people. This is external. If you study well, you will get a job in the future. This is external motivation, and there are more external and internal motivation for to make the students motivate in the classroom, work hard in the classroom. The second question is learning communication strategy and learning strategy. We are going to distinguish between the two, and we are going to see what is the difference between the two. Then we ask the question given in the exam. Okay, so as you see, learning strategy consists of contributes directly to the development of the language. So it gives importance to the language as it is. It is like linguistic competence. So there are 2 types of strategy. You have cognitive language strategy and metacognitive language strategy. So cognitive language strategy consists of classification of words, classification of ideas, classification of fragments, okay, and guessing. When we use guessing in the, for example, vocabulary, which word is correct. So inferencing in reading, when we use inference questions to understand the content of the text. Deductive reasoning, it is logical, and practice and memorization. So these are the cognitive language strategy. And metacognitive language strategy consists of planning and self-management. So this is the concern of learning strategy. Now, communication strategy, it is part of communicative competence. As you see, communication strategies are techniques in interaction, for example, in communication, in negotiation of the meaning. We use communication strategy. Examples of communication strategy, we have message abandonment. When we want to abandon the message, we don't give importance to the message, we avoid it, for example. Or topic avoidance. Because of some circumstances, we avoid the topic. We escape the topic. This is a strategy, communication strategy. Circumlocution, it is turning around the word instead of saying the word exactly. Word approximation, word coinage. For example, when we form another word, foreignization, foreign words, we borrow foreign words from Spanish, from French, from German, maybe from other languages. Code switching in language, when we use code switching, the use of hesitation in pronunciation, when we lack vocabulary, when we lack the grammatical structure, we hesitate in communication. Well, the next question now is we have two components, two elements here. We have communication strategy and learning strategy. As you see, communicative strategy, learning strategy. So classify these statements. We have here 5 statements. Say if they belong to communicative strategy or it is learning strategy. Communicative strategy and learning strategy, the difference is that learning strategy attempts to bring long-term competence. It is a period of long time. It is not like communicative strategy, it is a momentary situation. When we solve a problem in a moment, for example, I want to ask for clarification. I want to ask for information. Okay, so we have organizing learning. So when we organize a learning, how to learn. So this is a tricky question. It is not learning, so this is C competence, C strategies. It is communicative strategy. For previewing new tasks, when we review the tasks with learning, it takes a long time. It is learning strategy, LS. So ask for clarification. When we ask for a clarification, you say, could you explain it? Okay, this form. So it is learning strategy. It is communicative strategy. It is communicative strategy. Sorry, because there is communication here. Clarification, it is with communication. Making hypothesis. It is a communicative strategy, and using questioning, it is learning strategy, LS, so it is learning strategy. And inferring information, when we read the text, we ask inferring questions, this is learning strategy. So this is how we distinguish between the two strategies. Is it learning or communication or communicative strategy? Look at the third question now. Which of the following strategies would help you focus more and study less? We have 4. So these strategies, it make you study and concentrate, because sometimes we don't concentrate, we don't focus. So focus more and study less. We don't study much. So look at the first one. Turn off your phone, TV, electronic devices. No television, no telephone, no other means, okay? Listen to soft music without lyrics. Study the hardest things first. Study with friends. So which one? Of course it is clear here, because when you study with your friends, we don't concentrate more. Sometimes we study, we discuss, but we tackle other points, okay? So study the hardest thing first. It has nothing to do with concentration or focusing, and study less. Listen to soft music. There are some people who listen to music, but normally the music takes your attention to far from studying. So it is A. When you turn your phone, TV, electronic devices, you concentrate just on the lesson. This is the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening and following this video again. Welcome to Solo English, and we will continue next time. Thank you very much again.